Right. Hello. Got some ice packs, yeah, because my Achilles has been a bit painful today, and my foot, to be honest, but I'm not going to want my foot in the video at least. But ice packs on Achilles because it stimulates them, so help recover them. You know, they've been a bit painful. That's not the point of the video, anyways. I think yesterday I said I would do a video on racing. So, racing tips, how you should race, or what you should do to race. Not everything about racing, I would say. Maybe it's actually during the race, so tips you could do. Maybe I'll go through them. So, anyways, I like to see there's three ways of racing a race. There's you go fast and then you start slowing down. Loads of people do that in my age group. There's you try to run each like just a constant pace throughout, which is what I usually try and do. Doesn't always work. And there's you go off slower and then you pick up the pace. So there's like three ways of like running it pace wise. Loads of people in my age group definitely go fast. In the under 17s they go fast, and under 15s, under 17s, under 13s, loads of them go fast and slow down after a few hundred meters, and it can really bonk some of them, and you get people run so slow after just a tiny amount into the race. But I always start off I don't start off slow. I start off like at a pace I'll try to keep. And I usually start off and I'm running the slowest out of anyone in the race. But then I stop picking people off because they are running too fast. And they just slow down. And then I just catch up with them and pass them. So yeah, you can do them three methods. If you're going to do the first method, start off fast and start slowing down. Do not go off really fast and then really slow down, because you'll just be slowing down incredibly. You'll be jogging it by halfway or something. And when you're in the race, if it's a cross country or in a track race, anything really, if you're in the wind, try to run behind people. In my latest race, I was lucky because the senior women went off, and so basically I was just kind of hopping between people. Like everyone on my age group went off really fast, and I kept myself back. And then after about a kilometre, I just started catching up with people, and I'd run behind them for a little bit, then kind of hop in front of them, jump in front of them, run behind someone when it's windy, get behind them as close as I can, then get around them and to the next person, and kept on doing that. It was good because the women were there, so if I was in the wind I'd like try to run behind women, getting closer, about to get them, then just go around them to the next senior woman, and just kept on doing that for the whole race basically. And that would help me because the wind wasn't pushing me, because they were doing the work pushing them. And the resistance, I would be like, there wouldn't be any resistance on us. So it's the best thing to do. You can run with people as well in races. I was kind of running with someone from a club in the race, and you can kind of share the work and the pace. Like, you get in front for a bit, you set the pace, and then work with the person you run with. Then they get in front, they set the pace, and you just work with them, and it helps you run faster, it keeps you going. So it's a good tactic, work with people and your team. Other tips for races, definitely do a warm-up, unless it's like a marathon, but you should probably still do a warm-up for a marathon. If it's a 5k, 10k, like if it's like a 10k, people might think, oh, it's 10 kilometers, I don't need to do a warm-up, but you do need to do a warm-up, because even like them first 2 kilometers, is part of the race, and if you're not warmed up for them, you're not going to be comfortable and you're not going to be running very well. You could even do, if your race is at night, you could even do a little jog in the morning. That might wake you up a bit and get your muscles all pumped up. Yeah, maybe try to eat something sugary as well, like a banana or anything with sugar in before the race to give you some energy. And at the finish, just give it everything you got. Final 300 meters, just go all out sprint finish. That's what I try to do, and you can get a few people or even one person. It all counts. Cool down as well. Most people never cool down after a race because they just you have raced and not doing anything more. But you should do a cool down if you want to prevent injury. If you really want to keep yourself from not getting any pains, niggles, and you need to do a cool down. It doesn't have to be that long. It can just be this kilometre. A kilometre's better than nothing. But you could just do a mile, and that would be a mile's good. Oh, I hope you can't hear my sister singing in the shower. She thinks she's the best singer on earth. So I did 6 miles today, only 6, and just felt my feet were burning and my Achilles was just sore, and I think it's because I've been hitting the ground a bit hard, and I had track session yesterday, so that would have been putting a lot of force in them. So just 6 miles, didn't want to do much more because it could just knock everything up. Done a lot of stretching and cool down, ice packs. Done a few exercises like planking and push-ups, squats. But yeah, races, if I was to recommend anything, I'll try to keep a constant pace throughout the whole race. Won't go off too fast. Unless it's something like a 1500. I think going off fast in 1500 might be to your advantage. I mean, I've never really done one where I haven't slowed down, so I wouldn't exactly know, but it feels like you go off hard in 1500, you get the first lap or two, and you get them in good, and then you just try to run as fast as you can for the final 2 laps and see what happens. Oh yeah, hills. If you're going up hills in the cross country, the best thing to do with hills is get up them and don't burn yourself out on them. If you can get them fast and you know you're not going to burn out if you get them fast, then do that. Get them fast and just keep going and don't slow down. When you get the top of the hill, or if it's a hill and you just go straight back down, the trick is to do that quite fast, because that's when people get the top of the hill, they run up the hill, they're putting in everything, they get the top, they're like, ah. But if you want to get past them, if you want to make some good ground up, then it's gonna hurt you. It's not. You gotta have a bit of gut to do this. But you get the top of the hill, you're putting in. If you're putting in effort for the hill, you put in a lot of effort. You get the top of the hill. Then when you're at the top of the hill, you keep on going. Because most people are going to slow down as soon as they hit the top of the hill. Like, oh, I reached the top. But if you can keep going, you're going to put up a lot. You're going to get a lot of ground. But personally, me recently, I've just been going fairly slow up the hills because lots of people will go up the hills hard, and I don't want to burn myself out on the first hill, by going off it too hard. So when I'm going up the hills, I don't go too slow, but I go up them relaxed, and then as soon as I get the top, or if I'm going downhill, that's when I make up the ground. I start running faster on the flat. I let people burn themselves out on the hill, and I just keep myself going up the hill and not burn myself out. Yeah, my cross-country race was 4 miles, which is good for me because I just prefer anything longer. Most of them in the Harrier League are 3 miles, but this one was for northeastern counties and it was 4 miles, so it was better. Well, see ya.